just kind of talk about their offense and where they're at, especially with the run game?
4 of the last 5 games, they've run for 275 yards. So obviously they've got a powerful run game. They got 3 or 4 running backs, 2 quarterbacks, big offensive line. Got our hands full trying to, not only gap it out, but tackle those guys once if and when we do gap it out. So same thing every week for us, just trying to work, get better, improve, all the things I've been saying for 12 straight weeks.
How did the short week off help your defense get healthy?
At this point, you'll take it any day you can get, I think some guys got some extra treatment, but guys who have been hurt, I'm not sure it helped them. But we've had some good practices, had some extra reps, which, like I said, for us, every rep we can get is a blessing, and look forward to, practicing again today and getting to the game Thursday night.
Guys were able to hold K-State to y'all's season low rushing wise. Joe Huebner only had 9 yards. What did you feel like we're just working so well that afternoon?
If I knew, I'd do it every game. Played the same defenses we've been playing all year. Just played good. Played for the most part, stayed in our gaps and tackled good for us. And we were disciplined, and that some of the, even though they completed some passes, we had coverage on them for the most part on their play action stuff. The touchdown pass, Nigel gave up was just straight drop back pass, crazy, but showed some improvement. And again, we got to go play these big boys from Austin, so another challenge.
With the extra reps you guys had last week, is that kind of the best opportunity you've had all year as far as teaching moments when you kind of slow things down during the bye week?
Yeah, all coaches say that. I think your best teaching moments, honestly, are spring practice and training camp and bowl practice, bowl preparation, to where you can slow it down and really teach. And because during the season it's hectic. It's every day is obviously a teaching opportunity. But we'll keep repping and keep loading the box and hopefully avoid some of the big passes.
Awesome.
Texas announced today that they say Chris Warren probably starts at running back instead of Foreman's out. Bray's day to day. What does that do for your preparation?
Nothing. Same creatures, different numbers. They're all big and fast and tough, and they're all pretty young guys anyway. He played a lot against West Virginia, so I expect the same run game, same everything.
So you expect they won't pass it off?
I wouldn't. If I was playing it, I'd hand it off every snap. But I've been saying that all year.
Coach, was it at least pleasing last week against K-State just to see the fruits of your labor?
Oh, no question. I mean, the kids, I say it every week. The kids, they practice hard. They play hard. We don't play well together. And for a little bit there, we put a few series back to back, which we've done throughout the course of the season every now and then, and we can't ever maintain it. It'd have been nice to finish the game last week a little bit better, but circumstances come up, and you got to keep fighting as a defense, and hopefully we'll learn from the experiences and keep getting better.
All right, you've been on the coaching sidelines for this game. You've been on the field for this game. How special is it playing Texas and Austin?
Yeah, no doubt. It's one of the coolest stadiums probably in our conference, and with their tradition, rich tradition, and winning some national championships and year in year out as good as they've been. Not many teams in this program's history have gone there and beat them. So I never beat them there, and so it would definitely be something that was pretty special to me.
You finally got a good performance out of your outside receivers last week after a couple of off weeks. So what was it like seeing those guys finally kind of step up and have a good game last week?
Yeah, good. It's always good to see, to see those guys succeed on the field. That's why you're in this profession, is to work with them all week and, on things that people don't see, as far as them going to school, with them having, issues in their personal life, and these kids go through different things from time to time that nobody sees. So, to see, they've known it, they've been called out, and so see them go out there and execute and have some big plays is always gratifying as a coach. The biggest thing is we ran the ball effectively the whole entire night, and so it kind of opened up a lot of different things for us offensively. And when they're putting 6 and 7 even there at the end of the game, and you're able to get a couple first downs, and DeAndre run the way he did on senior night, that was a performance that I'll never forget, and I know he won't either. To run for that many yards, and they knew where it was coming, that second half, and we continued to do the same thing, didn't change anything schematically. Was fun to see.
Was that the best performance of any running back that you've been around since you've been here?
Yeah, I remember when I was really small, there was a couple games I got in and sat on the grass with my dad and watched Bam Morris a couple times here, which he was pretty impressive and fun to watch. But yeah, as far as in this offense, and if you really break down and study the tape, we ran off LaRaven Clark's backside the whole entire game, and did an incredible job at moving people, and played with an attitude, with a grit that was really fun to see. And so it's fun to see those seniors kind of put some things on their back and lead us in that way.
What's the most dangerous part of this Texas defense?
I think they're, up front, I think they have the most experience up front. They got a lot of young athletes that are fun to watch. Malik Jefferson, their middle linebacker, the true freshman, is as pretty as they come, and super athletic. He keeps getting better and better. He's a 6'3", 6'4", 235-pound kid. Both their corners, although they're freshmen, same thing. They played a lot of football at this point in the season. They've made some mistakes from time to time, but they've also done a lot of good things on tape. So they keep getting better every time. They're long kids, 6'2", both of them. And their defensive front, I'd say, is their strong point, though. They have guys up front that have made plays and done some good things and played a lot of football there. So, I think that'll be their big thing, is trying to stop us in the run game, and they'll probably know where number 11 is at all times, too.
How hard is it to scout Texas with the roller coaster season they've had, the win over Oklahoma, then being shut out against Iowa State? Where is their offense and defense in that spectrum, I guess?
Yeah, I don't think that's something that we can worry about, really. We need to worry about just controlling our jobs. There's 11 individual battles that we'll face every single play on offense. And just like last week, that's kind of how we went into it, with the mind frame that, we need to win the majority of all those battles, and, play with great effort. The receivers have to block in the run game like they did last week. That's a big part of this offense. DeAndre and LaRaven will be the mainstays in it, and we'll lean on those guys. And Pat will do a great job at what he does. He's done it all year, and so excited for these guys to go out and be able to play on national TV while everybody finishes Thanksgiving dinner, and it'll be a great stage to play on. And so there shouldn't be any need to get motivated for this game.
A lot of pub goes towards Texas, obviously, skill position players or the defensive backs and flashy positions that you pay attention to as a fan, but how physical are these games against these type of Texas teams?
Yeah, I think they're super physical. There's a press of looking, on the hoof as anybody will play. Up front, they got a couple guys. The Jackson guy has played a ton of football, and the Ridgeway kid has played a lot of football too up front. So that'll be a big part of this game, and we're gonna have to block them, both in the run game, in the middle, and protect, the middle there in the pass game as well, and pass protection. So, our inside pieces, our guard and center will have their hands full. Those are great players. So same thing. When we're at our best offensively is when, we're effective on first and second down, and we can start cranking it up and revving the engine and going as fast as we can go. So we were more efficient on first and second down last week than we've been all year, and so it's not really a big coincidence that we were ahead of the chains. We're able to go fast. We're able to catch them out of position a couple times and get the ball where we needed to in space. So that'll be a big key. We got to stay ahead of the chains. First down, we can't move backwards.